Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and another video here, part 2 of Gild the Lily. And it's been a couple weeks since I did part 1, but I believe from my memory I had stopped at the chorus. So let's identify that now. First, I'm just going to go through the chords and, or rather show you the chords necessary, and then I'll play through it. The first one is going to be a B minor. Now, how you would play the regular chord would be 2 of the A, 4, 4, 3, 2. Would sound like that. You could do a brief. Well, actually, we'll come back to that. Second chord is an F sharp 7, which would be the same chord shape you have, starting at the E though. If you were to play that, it would be a straight F major or F sharp major. Take that pinky away. That's what makes it a dominant 7. I was gonna say you could abbreviate, because oftentimes newer players anyway, they struggle with the making a full-on bar chord. So you can play a triad and play 2 of the A, skip a string to 2 of the G, and then 3 of the B. Now, even in doing this though, you don't want to have a bunch of open strings. You want to just hear what you're holding, like observe the difference. I'm not saying with those open strings it's not some pretty chord, but it does not match the song. Don't do it. Same principle with the F sharp 7. You could bring that up and play the exact same thing, and yet again you only want to hear what you're holding. Uh-oh, see, that was an example right there. Should sound like that versus like that doesn't sound good. So work on, I have to turn sideways so you can see it, and this is a point I mention often with my students in person. You want to, as much as you can, try to relax your index. It's like my index is what's really doing the bulk of the work as I'm playing that chord to mute the other strings. Anyhow, those are the first 2 chords. The others should be familiar from the, well, I was going to say from the verse, but there's one a little bit different. So after that, we'll have a D. I have confidence that you already know that one. And then an A major instead of minor like it was in the verse. And then it goes back to a B. We'll also have a G in there, which was also in the verse, and a E minor. I feel like maybe for somebody's first time, I feel like I should maybe spell out those chords. D chord is D string 0 or open, 2, 3, 2. A major, the A is open, and then 2, 2, 2. I do it with 1 finger. Lots of people like to do it with 3, but I don't agree. And then G, 3 of the E with the middle, 3, 2, open, 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 and 3. You could also play 3 of the B. I just did it. And then E minor would be 0, 2, 2, and then everything else open. You could make it even simpler, make it a minor 7 by just playing 0, 2. Like more often than not, I tend to make minor 7s just because it frees up a finger. It's a little bit easier to play, and by freeing up a finger, I can do other things, add extensions and such. Anyhow, that's that. Pause for the coffee. I've only got 3 minutes, so I need to hurry. According to the camera time. So let me just demonstrate that. So starting right there on the chorus, and 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp. A. B minor. So do that same thing again. D, 2, A, 4, B minor. Same thing again, but a G chord. D, 2, A, 2, G, 2, 3, 4. at the end of that, between the G and the E minor, it really is it's a little walk down, if you will. So it's like G2, G2 of the E for F sharp. You can get it because it's a walk down. You could get away with like hitting randomness. Just kind of focus on hitting the like I'm not really hitting the higher strings. I'm just focused on hitting that 2. So that the last 2 measures should sound like this. One, actually, I'll play the last 3 measures. So the D, A, G, and then the E. 1, 2, and E, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to go back into the intro. 2, 3. It's like the same second half of the first ending. Go back and watch the first video if you missed that. And then after that, you're going to repeat everything. So it's going back to the top, the intro, the verse, the chorus, and then at the end of that chorus, it goes to some key changey stuff. Yet again, I probably need to hit the chords. It's going to be a F sharp minor, which would be just like that F sharp 7. Well, similar. Going back to like a straight F sharp 2 4 4 3 2 2. You would just take away the middle finger, and that makes it minor. Again, you could just play 2 4, and then everything else 2. Excuse me, to make a minor 7. C chord, 3 of the A, 3 2 open, 1 open. And that's the only new chord. All right, sorry about that. Had a little hiccup. So picking up there at the last 3 measures of the chorus before that key change or bridge section, starting at the D, 1 2 3 4, and A, G, 2, G, F sharp, E, 2, 3. Here's that F sharp minor, 1 2, C, 4, D, 2 3 4, then D, F sharp 7, C, 2 3 4, and D, 2 3 4. Rest to intro here, and that section, I'm not going to hit it again, but it goes to the intro at that point. The one time, like 2 times around, if you will, where it's like straight. And then the second one where it stops at and then it's I said I wasn't going over it, I couldn't help it. And then it's doing a solo over that that phrase or the verse progression, just one time of the verse. It's a thing where you could either go back to playing the verse chords, or you could repeat the melody there if you don't feel confident improvising. Not gonna hit that today. And then after that solo, it's the verse just like it was before, 2 times. The chorus, the first chorus though, like it doesn't go into the F sharp thing. And then the intro, however, I think it's, yeah, like the very first time around, like the beginning of the song, it had that I forgot it now. It had that part in it. It's basically the same thing, except it's more notes. So the first 2 times will be just like before. Oh my gosh. 3, 4, and so that's the difference right there. Instead of it stopping at 7, you want to keep going, and those additional new notes are going to be 8, 10, and 12 on the high E. So the run is really starting on that 9 of the G, 9, 7, 8, 10 on the B, that is, then to the high E, 7, 8, 10, 12. Excuse me, all the way to 12. And then it's essentially a bend with that 12. And then I would play 13 of the B, 13, 10, 13 to 10 of the high E. So it's like, and that's the end of the song. Wasn't that easy? Give it a go. If you made it this far, drop the word Lily, Lily, in the comments. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again.